This is a CBS2 News update. I'm Mary Calvi. We start with breaking news out of Bergen County. The facade fell off a strip mall in River Edge. Chopper 2 was just overhead, showing parked cars crushed by the sign. The fire department did have to help people get out safely from that building. The police department tells us there are no injuries at this time. New video this morning of an extremely close call for two women. Take a look as they're caught under an awning that collapsed in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. Incredibly, the two people under that awning made it out with only minor injuries. When the Department of Buildings went in, they found demolition had been done inside the building without a permit and fined the building owner. They also issued violations for failing to maintain the 4th Avenue building and ordered everyone to vacate. Incredible video there. Another hot and humid day today. Let's get right over to John Elliott with your forecast. John.
We're all just stunned at that video, especially the woman that was right underneath it. And then the older gentleman just dives right in and helps. All right, so no jacket, no fooling. It's hot. Man, it's hot. 11 o'clock, 89 in the city. But that, my friend, does not tell the whole story. Yeah, 89 is the air temperature, mid-80s, unless you're on the South Shore or over in Greenwich, with the dew point at 76, and dew points on average are up. And by the way, yeah, you've got dew points that high. You do the math. It already feels like 100 degrees. It's 11:01, and it feels like 100 degrees in the city. So, yeah, you know, dew points are going to stay in the 70s. And by the way, yeah, that's miserable. So here we go again. It's an excessive heat warning for this parts of the area west, and then for the city and points north, east, and south. It's a heat advisory, 95 to 100 for real field numbers. And we've already done it. So that 105 range, easily doable to the west. Air quality suffers again today. This alert is in effect until tonight. Young, old, anybody with any kind of respiratory issues or distress, this is very challenging for you. Just a real quick update. We've got some storms in the works for this afternoon. And again, it's a busy getaway afternoon, and we're mindful of some firework displays tonight. You should be okay. It's a repeat for storms tomorrow afternoon. Not quite as hot, but still will feel like the 90s. Mary?
John, thank you. A commuter alert today on what AAA is calling Terrible Tuesday. Be prepared for heavy traffic as the big holiday getaway begins. CBS News' Janelle Burrell has more from Jersey City.
If you're planning on hitting the road for the holiday, your best bet is to head out the door now.
Get out of the city early, for sure. I would say by 12 o'clock the latest. Head out of the city and start getting to your destination.
Drivers traveling for the 4th of July are expected to experience record congestion today, according to AAA, dubbing it Terrible Tuesday. And this afternoon, they predict, will be the worst of it. Of the 47 million Americans expected to travel for the holiday, 85% of them will be driving. Getting to your destination will cost you more than last year. In New Jersey, for example, while the average price of gas is $2.87 per gallon, 14 cents cheaper than Memorial Day, nationally gas prices are up about 62 cents compared to this time last year, the most expensive 4th of July price in 4 years.
When we see crude prices go up, we generally see gas prices go up too. Even with OPEC's potential decision to increase their production, it may not be enough to offset the supply levels not keeping pace with demand.
Experts point to apps like Gas Buddy, Gas Guru, Google Maps, and Waze that can help drivers find cheaper gas. And be prepared, the prices we're seeing now, they say, will likely keep rising. Drivers say their best advice:
drive like early as possible.
Public transportation, patience, and enjoy the holiday.
The worst of the congestion is expected to be between 3 and 6 o'clock this evening. Experts say twice as much gridlock as you typically see for a Tuesday evening, so plan accordingly. In Jersey City, Janelle Burrell, CBS 2 News.
Police say a Brooklyn car accident may actually have been part of a robbery plan. Police just released surveillance video. They need help identifying the van and the man chasing after it. Police say on June 11th, the van rear-ended a parked car. When the 56-year-old driver of the car got out, a man punched him to the ground, and another stole a paper bag containing $13,000 in cash, plus a laptop from his vehicle. The man in the video caught up with the van and fled with the other two. The search is on for two suspects in the robbery robbery of an elderly man in Brooklyn. Police released surveillance video of the man and woman they're looking for. They allegedly approached an 84-year-old man from behind last month at Fulton Street and Troy Avenue in Bed-Stuy. Police say they shoved him to the ground and stole his wallet containing $20. The victim suffered a severe hip injury. And now to a developing story. A youth soccer team found alive in Thailand. Rescue divers discovered the 12 boys and their coach more than a week after they became trapped in a flooded cave. But they're not out of the woods yet. CBS 2's Laura Podesta has the latest on the rescue efforts.
We're coming. It's okay. It's okay. Many people are coming.
One day after rescuers found the missing soccer team, divers are now bringing food and medical supplies to the 12 boys and their 25-year-old coach.
With food and doctor.
British divers found them just a few feet above the water that held them captive in a network of caves stretching 6 miles into a mountain. The governor said today he doesn't know how many more days the team will be trapped, but he said none of the boys are in critical condition. A Thai Navy SEAL team will make the final call on how to get them out. Experts say it could be safer to give them supplies where they are while they wait for water levels to drop. Water is currently being pumped out of the cave, and rescuers are exploring other ways to get to the team. As news of their survival spread, the families of the boys celebrated. The first thing I will do is hug him, this mother said.
When I see all of Thailand here, putting everything that they have in order to rescue these kids, and look, a miracle.
Around 35 U.S. military members have joined more than 1,000 rescuers from around the world for this operation. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
And the boys, they range in age from 11 to 16. The Thai Navy SEALs are working to install lights, a power supply, and get communications equipment to where the team is trapped. In today's Health Watch, daily low doses of aspirin may help reduce the effects of Alzheimer's disease and protect memory. That's the finding of a study at Rush University Medical Center in Chicago. The FDA has approved very few drugs for treatment of Alzheimer's and related dementia. The researchers say their study adds another potential benefit to aspirin's already established uses for pain relief and treatment of cardiovascular diseases. Well, get ready for one of Amazon's biggest events of the year. Their annual Prime Day will take place in just under 2 weeks. That's on Monday, July 16th. The company is promising a day and a half of deals and discounts, but you have to be a member of Amazon's Prime program at a current price of $119 a year. Whole Foods, now owned by Amazon, will also be offering special deals. A new Instagram feature is letting users know when they're all caught up. Users will see a message like this one pop up when they've seen every post from the last 2 days. People have been complaining for a while now because Instagram's feed isn't chronological, making it difficult to tell when all of the content has been viewed. This new feature resolves that issue. Well, Facebook is notifying about 800,000 users about a software bug that unblocked accounts those users had previously blocked. The bug was active between May 29th and June 5th. Facebook says about 80% of users impacted had just one person temporarily unblocked. The company says the issue has been resolved. The Empire State Building is hosting the official weigh-in for Nathan's 4th of July hot dog eating contest right now. Last year, Joey Chestnut consumed 72 hot dogs and buns in just under 10 minutes to win the men's championship. He'll be defending his title on Wednesday. On the women's side, Miko Sudu will face off against Michelle Lesko. Nathan's hot dog eating contest takes place tomorrow in Coney Island. And that is your CBS 2 News update. Join us in just a moment for live Facebook After Show and on CBS 2 News at noon.